Hi Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising, welcome to your lunar eclipse in Scorpio reading for you with astrology and tarot. I will shuffle the cards as I discuss your astrology for this one. So this lunar eclipse is a complete one and it is taking place in your 11th house of Scorpio. It's a time of the full moon, so the sun is going to be the opposite sign of Taurus in your 5th house of fun, flirting, dating, hobbies. And expressing your inner child, your relationship with children, and also creative self-expression. Now the 11th house is about hopes, dreams, and aspirations, and that's where the major changes are going to take place. The transiting south node is as well in the 11th house, so there can be some old dreams that are sort of leaving your life, or you're redefining what your aspirations mean to you, or what type of visions and aspirations you have now moving forward. So big goals, big visions, there can be an inclination towards being more involved in a collective sense, because 11th house is traditionally ruled by Aquarius, and it is a very humanitarian house. So it's about the collective and how we relate to it. Where are we in the public platforms? Yeah, so social media and how you consume it. That can as well be a topic that comes up for you. Saturn is squaring the nodes in this eclipse here, so Sun and the Moon. And Saturn, whenever he squares the nodes, it brings about karmic breakthroughs. That is in your 2nd house of self-worth, finances, and material possessions. Also can be priorities. There can be a lot of different priorities that come your way, or you're wanting to... Oh, a lot of cards showed up for you. Okay, so you want to do something for your self-esteem, or you need to do something for yourself, and that can be something that, you know, your goals need to be redefined according to what you want, what is of priority to you. And even if it is not understood by the large masses or the people that are around you, it is still something important to you, right? So those topics can come up. There can be some tension of how you see yourself in the future, or what you have planned for the future versus your priorities shifting right now, or restrictions in terms of finances that have been going on. How do you break out of that, break free of that, and move towards your dreams and goals? And Saturn squaring the Sun here with the 5th house, it's like, how can you express yourself more authentically, or ground your expression in a practical manner? How can you work on the things that are important for you? What are some things that you have left behind in the past because for whatever circumstances, you know, you were not able to pursue the things that you enjoyed, and this time around is asking you to revisit that and then see how you can incorporate at least some of that into your future plans here. There can be that, you know, you want to have fun, you want to unwind, you want to take rest or recuperate, go to a retreat, and these are some things that you might feel very wanting to, but there can be some restrictions with what you can and can't have, and what you wish and don't wish. Okay, so I wish I could have blah and blah, but it seems too expensive for me to manage at this time, so I'm just gonna feel frustrated right now. But instead, the way to deal with squares is that we pay attention to all the areas that are being targeted here. So keep dreaming, don't give up on that. And the finances you can arrange for yourself, because Saturn is about making your own way in this world, and you as a Capricorn, this is not any alien concept for you. And Saturn being your ruler, it's sort of like the more diligent you are and the more work you put into things that are important for you, the better results you will see. It's about building a long-term momentum instead of waiting or looking for instant gratification. 5th house can be an instant gratification type of house, but it's fine on a temporary basis. It's fine to, you know, just go away for a while and live in nature, exist in nature. That is very good because we unwind and we can see things more clearly. But after we come back to our everyday lives, we need to reorder things in order to, you know, make that a sustainable thing, right? To have that in our surroundings. Let's say you enjoy being in nature a lot, but it is really far from your place and you would need to move to a different locality in order to access it more easily, but you feel restricted because you don't have enough finances to move in that direction. direction. But that does not mean that you stop dreaming. That doesn't mean that you stop aspiring towards these goals, but instead think about how you can move there. Now with the 2 squares, we also have help from 2 trines. Trines are opportunities and abundances. We have Pluto retrograde in your sign, and that is trining the Sun, North Node, and Mercury retrograde of your 5th house. So you making internal shifts and changes is going to positively aspect the things that you enjoy doing. Similarly, doing things that you enjoy is going to help you transform yourself, okay, from internal senses. It's not simply it's not about the external get-up, but rather the personality within, the attitude within, because with retrogrades we need to look inward, and from the inward space we need to create meaningful change, okay? And Pluto is the planet for transformations, and that rules Scorpio, where the eclipse is taking place, right? So there can be a lot of changes that come through here, a lot of breakthroughs, and that can have long-lasting impact and meaning to you personally. Similarly, things can be triggered from that deep place within you. Okay, so it is important to be as transparent as possible with yourself. The more truthful you are with yourself and not to leave your dreams in denial, the better in flow you can be with this energy here. You being a cardinal sign, it is going to be about taking action, but it is about taking constructive and practical action, right? And Saturn is blessing that particular aspect here. Even if it is squaring the nodes here, and that can be tense, it still rules your zodiac, right? And it still rules the financial house. So it's about your attitude here. How do you wish to see this? Some things are lessons, and as long as we understand it's a lesson and we embrace it and we're like, okay, so what is this time trying to teach me here? And we just go along with that, things start becoming much better. And Saturn is the indulgent gifter, okay? It does not give easily, but when it does, you know it's a gift. You know it's abundance. It's luxurious, it's indulgent, it's more than anything you could have wished for. Those type of gifts here, right? So it's something worth waiting for. It's something worth working for. That's what Saturn tries to teach here. And you being a Capricorn, that is again not alien to you, right? So making those meaningful changes here is going to be highlighted, and you can find more encouragement coming from within, and also people in your social environment. Speaking of social environment, we have Neptune and Mars in your 3rd house in Pisces, and that is trining your 11th house of hopes, dreams, and aspirations. Both water signs here. So I was saying this to, I think, Sagittarius. Yeah, because I got a lot of water cards. But even for you, if moving to a neighborhood which has water, that can be very helpful. That can clear your mind up a bit. On the other side, you know, connecting with your more compassionate relatives, siblings, that can also have a positive influence on how you envision yourself in the future. That can give you a lot of advice here moving forward. Third house is also about learning and communication. So how your words are shaping your future, how you express your desire for certain things in the future, you know. Is it from a place of pessimism? Is it from optimism? And does that feel right? And does it, because a healthy dose of pessimism is always fine, because it helps you be realistic and grounded and, you know, move forward constructively. But if it becomes too much, then we stop ourselves in our own tracks, right? Meanwhile, too much optimism can also be bad, because we then, you know, don't prepare for anything, but a little bit of optimism gives us that motivation and boost, right? So these are some topics that can come up. Where are you limiting yourself, and why is that? What thoughts you have which might be delusional, that can also come by here if things need to be healed. Again, a sibling can be very pivotal around this time. But now that we have trine here, can also be your imagination or desire to create and express yourself a lot more authentically. That can bring in the support that you need in terms of media. If you decide to, you know, express yourself publicly, then you can get quite a lot of compliments moving forward, as you keep working on your craft Okay, Saturn ain't gonna give things easy. Okay, it does not make things easy, but it does make things worth it. So if that's something you want, then that's something that is possible to begin around this time. Yeah, your communication can be of a spiritual nature as well, and kind of show you of what the priority should be. Perhaps you want some meaning to your life that is going much deeper, which is more soulful, which is fundamental and transformative for you, okay? This won't resonate for everyone, but that is a possibility here with the 3rd and the 11th house. Okay, what do we get here? Yes, so we have 2 trines and 2 squares. Things will hopefully balance out, and because both the trines are helping these squares as well, it's like the problem will be there, but we also have the solution as long as we remain open to it. Okay, so the first card we got here was the Devil, and that is talking about toxicities, any unhealthy attachments or boundaries we have with people or places or things or memories or even our own limitations. It can be talking about dealing with those shadowy aspects. The Devil is rules Capricorn if we equate it to zodiac, and it is about passing through tests, passing through illusions, breaking the shackles, and persevering no matter what, right? These are the qualities associated with Capricorn, and the Devil as well symbolizes some of that. Like, yeah, there are difficulties, but it's not the end of the world. It's something to heal, it's something to grow from, and move forward and keep moving towards the light here, okay? Believing that you can't making out is the illusion here. Okay, then we have Knight of Pentacles or Explorer of Pentacles, and that is again that steady movement, one by one, putting one step in front of the other, seeing what comes up next, observing your surroundings, being aware of your surroundings, and not trying to rush too far too fast, and that will ensure the long-term success that eventually the King of Pentacles brings. Yeah, to steady work through loyal effort. Okay, we have 10 of Swords, putting some cycle to an end. I'm assuming it's the Devil here. Some things that are just simply not working out. It can be thought patterns or communication patterns you have within yourself or with other people, or the type of people you relate with, and the communication that they project onto you, right? So who are you surrounding yourself with? That can be a question. And does that align with your priorities, with your goals? Okay, but at the same time, it's I don't feel like you're gonna lose people, but it's just this type of behavior I don't want to project, or I will not take from other people, or these type of words are not helping me. Maybe I should change the way that I speak in order to attract more of the wishes and wish fulfillment to occur. Ending old patterns as well. So believing that you can't do something and turning that into, well, wait, why not? You know, if I put my willpower to it, if I decide to do something and take initiative, then why not? Okay, then we have High Priestess, which is Pisces. And that is talking about the highly intuitive nature, can again be talking about the beach. Going somewhere with water and just connecting with that element so that you are better able to go with the flow and trust your intuition moving forward. In the Devil card as well, your intuition is going to be your strongest suit, even if it is difficult to access it when you are feeling stuck. Same goes with the Explorer of Pentacles. Like, you would not automatically associate that with intuition, but in this case, I'm feeling like that one step after another that he's taking, it's so deliberate. It's like making sure with all of its heart, with all of its work, with all of its capacity, whether it is going to take another one and another one and another one, because there's a lot to explore, and it just wants to make sure that it's doing everything perfectly before moving forward, right? Or as steady as possible. Okay. Then we have Seven of Wands, which symbolizes gut instinct here. It's also about standing up to your own empowerment, not paying attention to self-limiting beliefs and instead choosing to transform it, not holding yourself back, not dreaming too small, and just chasing after your dreams regardless of what others might say. And to your surprise, the right people who are going to stand by you, keep standing by you, you know, they're there with you. And it's just this vibe of empowerment I'm getting here. Gut instinct and intuition coming up very strong. Yeah, then we have Child of Pentacles, or the Page of Pentacles. Open to learning, open to, you know, discovering a lot of new things, and being excited about this entire world that is opening up now. The many possibilities that can take place here. Child of Pentacles is super excited just to explore all of these different elements going on. And we have the Queen of Pentacles, 3 Pentacles already, Earth sign, and you are 1 Earth sign, so that's perfect. So taking care of you, having that healthy sense of self-worth, allowing yourself to rest, connecting with nature, grounding, connecting with nature. These can be a priority, these can be a hobby, but you know, it's just very prominent here. You might choose to be very methodical in how you want to proceed, whether it is like big life goals or something you want to incorporate as your unwinding regime, or like you discover you like nature quite a lot, or you want to take walks, longer walks, and you're like, yeah, I don't have company, but I don't care, I'm gonna go do it anyway. Okay, and you get a lot of motivation for that. And that might require you to leave behind certain, again, limiting patterns that, oh man, I cannot walk that far, and it's gonna take forever, and things like that, okay? All right, the sacred flow of yes, again, that fish coming through, High Priestess, and you're flowing with things, saying yes to new opportunities, yes to new changes. We have the good kind. We have Get Back to Elemental, which is very earth sign. It's also reflective of nature, which has the fundamental qualities to it. It has everything that we need as a base. So getting back to basics and doing things from the beginning, that can be a thing. And again, if you're choosing to follow a new activity here, new hobby or something, and you wish to do that full-time someday, or you wish to see that in your future someday, then you have to start working on it from now itself, okay? So there can be that feeling of, hey, this is very important to me and I will not let this go. So there is a pressure that you build, but as long as you leave it to a certain limit, it's going to act as fuel that allows you to keep moving forward and keep progressing by taking tangible and practical steps here. The more you ground, the more you connect with the universe, with nature, the better you're able to flow with new opportunities here. Okay, so the good kind is as well good people, good opportunities, good new beginning, and literally like this eclipse is bringing the good kind of changes. Okay, changes. Speaking of, wow, okay, so changes there. Needless to say, that is talking about the shifts coming up. Okay, then we have accept and receive. So letting things come to you, allowing things to flow to you. Okay, then we have grow. Yes, you're the first zodiac that's getting this card. We have express, yes, of course, we shall, and we have harvest. Awesome. So very earthy, these two, grow and harvest. Now, you know, we did have the solar eclipse in Taurus, all things related with earth and growth and harvesting. So that might be a very important reading for you. That was taking place in your 5th house and 11th house. So some changes have already started to take place, and they will have already begun by this lunar eclipse, and this is going to be just the flip side of the coin of that particular eclipse. So maybe watch that video. I will link it in the description box if you're interested. Okay, then we have devotions and dreams fulfilled with garden heliotrope. Then we have asters, elegance and patience, and the quote is, nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. Then we have enthusiasm and friendship. yeah, the right people, the right circumstances, the right environment, okay? That is going to come up here for you, okay? There's just new boost, and there can be some motivating friends here, or siblings, relatives, your neighborhood, something like that, something uplifting in these sectors here, or something you read that really uplifts you and you feel like you found your community, sort of. And it can even be through social media, it doesn't really matter, but you're finding your place. There's that feeling coming up with yellow rose. And elegance and patience, that's very representative of all the pentacles, and devotions and dream fulfilled. So you're devoting yourself to fulfilling your dreams. That's literally how I would translate that. Okay, then we have hope is the conduit for miracles. Yeah, this is asking to like not overthink things, and it's also saying that there is going to be new hope that comes through. And with all the yellow, with the yellow rose, with this card, and also 7 of Wands, it has these fireworks coming up, and it refers to the gut instinct. So is that the actions you want to take and the direction you want to move in, go with that, because you're getting that instinct and intuition for a reason. Just go with that and keep hope that it will turn into something that you can be proud of or be happy about. Then we have, I create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am love and miracles are natural. Yes, being in the moment, being grounded as best as possible, doing things one by one, not trying to rush. It'll all happen. Everything is very slow-paced here. So there's nothing drastic and life-threatening or crazy happening here, but instead just reminds you of what you appreciate, okay? What is important for you. It's more so reminders of that. With harvesting as well, the things you grow now, the things you work on now, the things that you express and keep growing your expression, you will harvest in the future. I forgot to interpret this. Okay, then we have, when I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will be always guided back to the light. I switched that again. Anyway, a lot of yellow once more, talking about that gut instinct and accepting the love of the universe, i.e. knowing that you are supported and you will get the right support when it is needed, okay? Just keep doing what you're doing. Miracles are natural, and as long as you keep hope, miracles are as well going to be natural. Hope is natural. And the natural, again, hope is the conduit for natural. If I say, then we're talking about nature again. Yeah, just... I know it keeps repeating, but it keeps repeating, so I have to state it again, but connecting with nature can be very, very, very helpful here. Okay, let's get you some advice. You have flicker, new rhythms are coming into your life now. You are encouraged to trust and adapt. Okay. Then we have Robin, which is new growth and potential is on the horizon. Reach out and embrace it. Yes. Then we have Bluebird, you are being gifted with blessings of happiness and peace. And we have White Turkey, the power to heal the earth is within you. Yeah, any collective work you want to do, any healing work you need to do. And we have Earth coming up again, so that's grounding. New growth and potential is that what do you wish to grow? Do things that are making you feel good. And shifts any routines or habits as you feel right. I feel again this new rhythms that this is talking about, it is more about how you operate. That's what I'm feeling. Okay. Yeah, so that's what I have for you, Capricorns. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope this reading gave you a lot of insights. Let me know your thoughts. And if you want a personal reading, you can always reach me via my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box and the comment below. There is also a limited coupon code which you can avail as well. The link will be there down below. I hope to see you again in some of my other readings. Until then, take care.